Hello and welcome to Angela's Busy Bees Garden and Homestead. Guys, today I'm doing a little planting. We are expecting rain today and it's a 100% chance of rain on tomorrow. And I have been planting some lettuce, spinach, and also I will be planting some potatoes today in my raised bed garden in the market garden area. And as you can see over here, I have planted some romaine lettuce, the green lettuce, and also some of the red. And in this section right here, where you see the empty space, I've gone on and added a little more seeds to the raised bed. So hopefully they'll come up within the next couple of weeks or so. And then over here, guys, is where I have planted my spinach. And what I will be doing is also planting potatoes in between my spinach. I also could have done the same thing with the lettuce, but I had so many lettuce plants that I didn't have the room to do so. And then also this bed where I have oregano and thyme, I will be planting my potatoes as well. So let's get started. Since I have already started with this bed of adding the spinach, let's start with this bed and adding potatoes. I'll get my trowel here. And a couple of days ago, I cut my potatoes. These are the russet narcata seed potatoes. And a couple of days ago, I cut them in half and allowed them to callus over. And so I will be planting these potato seeds in between the rows of spinach. So I'm going to start with one right here. Let me go down as far as I can. Press that in there, cover it over. Have another one. Cover it over. And I'm going to go a little further to the back. Cover that over. Now start with the next row, and I'm going to do each row and come back with you. Okay, I'm going to go on and add the last potato to this bed. And there you have it. And the reason, guys, I'm able to plant potatoes in between my spinach and my lettuce is because they are companion plants with potatoes. And then also, by the time it gets too warm and the spinach dies back, I can simply remove them, and of course the potatoes will carry on into the bed until around the mid part of June. Because these potatoes take anywhere from 90 to 110 days to harvest. And that way, at that point, I can then take the potatoes out of the bed and then plant some beans or peas. And also with oregano and thyme, those herbs are also great companion plants for potatoes as well as lettuce. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to plant my seed potatoes into the raised bed with the herbs. And what I did, guys, was the potatoes that were cut in half, I placed in the bed with the spinach. And I'm going to plant the whole seed potatoes in this bed. And then in that way, I can compare the cut seed potatoes harvest to the harvest of my whole potatoes. And I hope I didn't say sweet potatoes, because I mean potatoes, seed potatoes. So I'm going to add one here. I'm going to add one here. And I've added compost and manure to each of these beds. And then I sprinkled in some of my Expert Gardener's organic food. It has an NPK of 3, 5, 6. I sprinkled a little bit of that in here as well, and covered it over. And so, guys, I'm going to go on and get the rest of these potatoes in and come back and show you what they're looking like at that point. Okay, I have all of my seed potatoes in the hole, and as I've stated, these were planted whole. And so I will be comparing the progress of both of them, as well as the harvest. And as I've stated, the thyme and the oregano are all companion plants with potatoes, and they're supposed to help with repelling certain pests or diseases, as well as enhancing the flavor of your potatoes. So what I'm going to do now is just simply cover them all over, and as they begin to grow, I may add more soil to heal them up. And I definitely want to keep sunlight off of the potatoes themselves. So I will be monitoring these to make sure that they are covered very well. And we're expecting, I think, Saturday of this coming week. The temperatures are going to drop at night to about 25, 26 degrees Fahrenheit. And so I'm not expecting these potatoes to emerge that fast, so they should be fine in the soil. But as far as the spinach and the lettuce, I will be covering these up, so as to protect them from any heavy frost. And I'll probably fertilize again once I see the sprouts emerge on top of the soil. And as I've stated, I'm using this composted organic humus. I thought this was the compost and manure, but this is the organic humus, which will do just about the same thing. And as I've stated, I also fertilized with the Expert Gardener's organic fertilizer, which has an NPK of 3, 5, and 6, nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium. So guys, this will conclude my video for the day, sharing with you that I'm getting some things in the ground with anticipation of covering them if I need to. Thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope that you all are safe, well, and blessed. And don't forget, guys, hit that like button, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you will receive future videos and be able to check on the progress of my market garden, as well as my personal family garden. Thank you so much. God bless. Bye-bye.